It's no use disapproving of a season, but now when the hemisphere leans the wrong way and the sun runs a low course across the sky, well, it's winter. And sure, in Los Angeles, that's 65 degrees, and here we are, sunbathing in a sweater. Even so, winter is the season of remembering. It's all business now that Christmas is out of the way. It makes you wait. That's its job. It's all about the job, like a cold hearted boss. Winter takes daylight saving time away like grabbing a cookie out of a kid's hand. Here's a storm instead. Yes, I remember snow falling on boats and how pretty the snowflakes were in the air. I remember when a dinghy sail in Perth Amboy, New Jersey was 2 pairs of pants. I have walked on the water. Here in Los Angeles, the mountains are snow-capped 20 miles away while we wear sweaters and a smile. Winter's about remembering another season. Postpone, procrastinate, put it off. Winter is a scold. Now's the time to catch up, it says, to reassess. That's why it's dark when we wake up in the morning. I put off fixing the leach tape on the Genoa jib because there would always be time. Now, January made it time, so I lugged the sail home. I had to use a sewing awl because this 9-ounce Dacron corner won't go through my sewing machine. I think the stitching breaks because the knots can't bury in the hard cloth. I wound up restitching the entire leech. Thanks, Winter. Even here in the paradise of Southern California, there's a brooding and a waiting. Spring laughs at you and summer puts you to sleep. But maybe winter is a more accurate reflection of who we are, moving forward despite ourselves. The landscape barren, head down and hoping for the best. Winter has a preposterous aspect of doom about it. It's like we forgot it's always the same. Here's Al Roker, the TV weatherman. 60 million people are in the path of 6 inches of snow. Yes, Al. We call that winter. It comes every year. Spring cleaning is joyous. This is the season of collating tax forms, noticing moth holes, and yelling at kids about their homework. Winter is for work and the contemplation of summer. So before summer comes, better get busy. Better dive down into the dark reaches of the engine bay just to check up on the heat exchanger. And then better remove it for cleaning. And then, while we're at it, change all the engine hoses, reroute the water heater, clean the filters, and make the biggest mess possible out of a 38-foot sailboat that used to be neat as a pin, and then clean it all up. That's winter talking. I don't think this is a season for changing course. Better to hold steady, nose to the grindstone. Humility's the thing. There'll be time for making hay again when the days are long. Now we contemplate, rest up, get fat. And while cleaning leaves out of the gutters between storms, recall that although they are dead, rotten, wet, and running down your legs, in the bare, ruined choirs of branches overhead, the new sap is only sleeping. And don't wake it up yet. What's the matter with these boat shoes? I think the rubber hardens and they become ice skates. It hardens in winter. Let's eat. Ordinarily, I would serve a steaming pasta capped with Parmesan like the summit of Kilimanjaro. Although Kilimanjaro has snow, not cheese. Now, today, it's, I don't know, a Diet Coke, I guess. And One of those lunches in a can, like I'm sure the King of France would choose this noontime in winter, wherever he is. There is still a King of France, right? Well, there used to be. I need all the light I can get and some music. I think music makes you remember. That's what it's for, and no harm in that. You know, winter's born old and it gets tired fast. So just hold the course. Spring's out there, and the distant shore moves always closer.